Hi, this is Handy Doctor. Today, let's talk about how and why you should charge your car battery. Also at the end, I am going to tell you a bonus story about battery and dealerships. This time, it's not really about how unreliable dealerships are, it's how you should deal with them sometimes. So let's start with how. Obviously, you need a charger. This is a charger I use for a few years now. Fully automatic, and I really like it. If you want to buy the same one, I have a link in the description to Amazon, so you can get the same one. Obviously, you need to connect it to the positive and the negative terminal. And typically, you can do that on the battery. But my car is a little bit special, by the way, because the battery is actually below, under the ECM. And the two terminals are not exposed. Because of that, GM decided to have one terminal here, which is a positive, and one terminal over there, which is ground, meaning the negative. Negative connected to the ground, actually. So we are going to remove the plastic cap, connect the positive, connect the ground, and by the way, the charger will come on, it tells you the temperature, it tells you the current charge. Now let's connect it to regular 60 power, 120 volts, and now you see charging gets started, and it also tells you how many amps. When it fully charges the battery, it will stop, so you don't need to worry about overcharge or anything. I typically just connect it, ignite, and the next day I disconnect it. So that is how to do it. Now I am going to unplug it because a little bit noisy. So now let's talk about why. Why do I need to do this to start with? You may say the car already have an alternator to charge the battery. True. Okay. Now if your commute is really short, every time you start your engines, obviously some battery power is used, but you don't have enough time to fully charge your battery when you arrive at your destination and you shut down the car. Now, why is that bad? It's because lead-acid battery need to maintain a full charge all the time. Otherwise, their life expectancy will shorten by a whole lot. So your battery will die a lot quicker. This is even worse when it is in wintertime. And yes, the winter is coming up pretty quick. In winter, you need more battery power to start your engine, so you even have a bigger issue recharging it back to full power when you get to your destination. And every day, the battery will get less and less charge, and it will die really quick in that case. Also, it's a dangerous situation. Okay, it most likely happens on the coldest day when there is a snowstorm and you are in the middle of nowhere and you realize you have no battery power and you couldn't start your car. That is a dangerous situation even. So because of that, if your commute is short, you should charge your car battery, especially in wintertime. Now for me though, I actually charge my car regularly, especially in wintertime, no matter how much I drive them. And my car battery lasts a long time. The last one we have lasts for more than 8 years. That's almost like a human being live to 90 years old, I think. So that is how and why, really simple. Now let's talk about the bonus story. And that one has something to do with car battery and with dealership. It was our 2011 Mini Cooper we bought in late 2010, and we drove very little back then. Now at that time, I know the principle that lead-acid battery need to maintain full charge, but it did not click that I should charge it regularly, especially when we did not drive much. Anyhow, the battery died after 2.5 years. And we went to the dealership and asked the dealership to replace it for free. The dealership said, no, we couldn't do it because you drove so little. And the reason is Mini actually issued an internal memo saying that this type of claim will not be honored. Well, at first I realized scientifically they are not wrong. But as soon as I heard the word internal memo, I know I have a case. So I said, okay, hold on a second. You understand that warranty is a contract between Mini and me, the customer, right? They said, yeah, we know that. Okay. If you understand that, you are saying that you are going to use an internal memo to invalidate a contract. Then I'm going home to write my internal memo and say, you guys owe me $5 million. I will be rich immediately. What do you think about that? And the lady immediately changed her voice and her face turned red a little bit and said, okay, sir, I heard you, okay? Let me find out. Let me try my best. We are going to replace it for free for you. I know Mini is still not going to reimburse us, but I will find some way to do it. Well, I said, okay, fine. Just do whatever you need to do. And we have some discussion back and forth. And she even recommended me, said, you know what, you should charge your battery. And then I realized, yeah, she's right. I should have thought about that. But still, I maintain my ground. And yes, I do admit, scientifically, they are not wrong. However, contract are contract. Corporations need to honor contract as written, not change it as they want. And yes, in the end, they replace the battery for free. And I learned my lessons. I should charge my battery if I don't drive the car a whole lot. Also, like I tell you, I hope you learned something here. And like I said again, they are not wrong scientifically, but contract are contract. Okay? They should honor it as it written. If they put into the owner's manual saying that if you only drive 5,000 miles a year, we're not going to replace the battery when it dies, then I take it. Or they have to issue me some paperwork. Internal memo? No way. Not in my course system for sure. So I hope you learned something useful today. If you do, please make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.